Well, welcome everybody to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. I am your host with my partner, co-host, Dr. Denise McDowell. I'm Dr. Dale Wafer, and I am glad to be here with you. We're going to open up these lines and get you guys started. Who's on the call today? Tell us your name and where you are from.
Trudy and Stan Herndon, Louisville, Kentucky.
Hey, Trudy. Welcome to the call. Who else we have?
Executive founding member Maureen Murphy. Executive founding member Maureen Murphy Smith, 1-star Woman of the Year.
All right, Maureen Murphy Smith. Welcome to the call. Great job last night hosting the TTP. Who else do we have out there?
Robert Smith, Washington, D.C.
Robert Smith, welcome, my friend.
I'm in the house. Heyday in the house.
Sandy Goins, Springdale, Maryland.
Hey, Sandy.
Good morning, Pastor Dale. Thank you. You get to hear yours as well.
Yeah. Who else we got out here?
Sue from New Jersey.
New Jersey. Hey, Sue, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
All's well. Who else we got out here? Come on, don't be shy.
Linda
Give your
McLean
name.
from Brookville, Maryland.
There's my partner, Linda McLean. Hey, Linda.
Hey, how you doing?
All's well.
And
Maryland.
Millionaire in the
That's before,
Making. Millionaire in the Making.
Oh, there you go.
McDuffie, Atlanta, Maryland.
Yeah, the family is reporting in. Hey, Paul and Sheila, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Good to have you back, Doc.
I know, it is. It was good to
Yes,
see
sir.
you
Good to be
last
back.
night. Yeah, good to see you.
CallVickiSoto, Louisville, Kentucky.
Woo!
So, 2-car VickiSoto.
One star, 2 cars.
Pastor Teresa from Alexandria.
Hey, Pastor Teresa, how are you?
I'm doing great, and how are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I'm good. Glad to be back here. And,
Awesome.
Absolutely. Who else we have before we wrap this call, knock this call down and get to the meat of the call? Who else we have out here?
Jesse Bellman.
JB, good to see you, man. Good to
Hey,
hear
same
your
to
voice.
you, Pastor. Same to you, Pastor.
I did get your email. Thank you so much.
Outstanding.
Anthony from
Maryland.
I have heard too.
Who else we have out here?
Lori Gibson.
Before you put the showtime.
All I know they
Showtime. All right, welcome there. Lloyd Bridges, good to have you on the West Coast.
Welcome back.
All right. Glad to be back. Thank you guys so much.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Thank you guys for joining us on the call. As I said, I'm Dr. Dale Wafer, 2-star in the company, with my co-host, Dr. Denise McDowell, 2-star in the company. She is on some journey here this morning. I think she may be joining us a little later. But we're glad to have you all here with us on the call. It's going to be an exciting call. We're looking forward to the guest speaker that we have on the call today. We're going to talk about some money. How do you like to talk about money? Well, this is a business, guys. This is not a nonprofit. So we're in this, to help people, but also in helping people, we're helping ourselves fulfill the dreams and desires that we have as well. So I'm going to reach out there and see if my buddy from Atlanta's on, Mr. KV, Kevin, 1-star Kevin Vaughn. Kevin, are you with us today? No. All right. So what we want to do is we want to remind you guys about the importance of building your business, building your team to expand your money. Now, yesterday we released, a campaign that we're doing called The Rush to 2000. Now, some of you have seen the brochure or the flyer that was presented, that were prepared and placed on Facebook, thanks to our our guest speaker today, Ms. CallVickiSoto. Thank you so much for that, Ms. CallVickiSoto. That rush to 3,000, guys, is a very, very important document. We talked about it in our TTC last night, and I'm telling you, we had guests in the meeting last night. They've seen the presentation, they've seen the compensation, but when we talked about that rush to 3,000 and we broke down how to get there, let me tell you, they got real excited, guys. So you want to really begin to push this rush to 3,000 because we want every person in the company to get to 3,000 points in their organization so that they can reap the benefits of $30,600 per month as a result of building their business and building it right. We're going to do everything we can to help you, from training to meetings. I know we're launching more Super Saturdays and more trainings. We're going to be doing some traveling to help other regions get up and moving in this. So we really, really are focused, guys. We are pairing our vision with Mel and Amy Gill, who say we will want to be $50 million company in 18 months. Well, let me tell you, we want as many people on this call and people that will come into this company over the next month. We want as many of you to partake and share in the wealth of that $50 million coming into this company. So without further ado, we're going to move over to our guest. She's going to expand a little bit more on money. Welcome to the call with me, one-star CallVickiSoto. Vicki, you with us?
Hey, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great.
Oh, great,
Welcome.
great. I'm excited. I have not been able to sleep. I was joking with Pastor Denise. I said, I have to super 10 at night and be boost in the morning just to keep going because it's so exciting. Oh, my goodness. Everything that we have been talking about, everything that's happening right now, you can feel the buzz. It's been amazing, okay? And what I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to tell you guys, get out a notebook and some paper, some pen or a pencil or something that you can write with, because what we're going to talk about today is so important because, everybody talks about what inspires them in this business, but what it really comes down to is freedom. And it comes down to, as Mel always says, freedom points, the money that will allow you to do the things in your life that you want to do. Mel said to us early on, he said, what we need to do now that we've got this platinum benefits program and the platinum upgrade, we need to look for the dreamers, okay, the dreamers. But what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is it's what's called attraction, okay, the law of attraction. In other words, in order for you to attract the dreamers to your business, you've got to become a dreamer. And a lot of people think that they are working towards this big goal, but they can't really visualize it. They can't see it. Maybe, I even talked to my husband about this. He's probably listening right now. He's on his beat, but he'll probably be listening. He said, oh, no, she's about to bring me up. But let's just say we went to dinner, and I said to him, hon, when we get everything we want, when we get all the money we need, what do you want to do? What is it that you want? And, for the first time in our marriage, and we've been together for a long time, okay, we're almost on 20 years here, but he looked at me, and he could not think of what he wanted. And I just couldn't believe it. I was looking at him, and I started to remind him that, he loves sports. I said, when you want to go to the Super Bowl, when you want to go to all the Final Fours, and he started telling me then, he started thinking about what would he do if he had all the money that he wanted. What would he do? And I want all of you to write that down. Write that down as a question. What would you do if you had $3.6 million a year? What would you do? And you're probably thinking, that's a lot of money, Vicki. I don't know if I'm going to ever be a millionaire. Well, I've got a little something for you today. I want you guys, Paul, you're going to love what I'm about to say, okay? My brother Paul, we talk a lot, and some of the things that I say, I know really shocks him, but we love to talk about, building the business. So I'm going to talk to you guys about something that I read the other day, and this is going to shock you. So sit down. Well, I guess sit down. I was looking on the internet about millionaires in the United States because I wanted to know. We're always talking about, making millionaires, the 50 million that we're marching toward, all of this. Well, let me just give you an idea of what I found when I was looking. There's an article by CNBC, and you can search it yourself on Google, but I'm going to tell you, all you have to do is put in millionaires in the United States. Now, you're going to love this. Last year, in 2014, 500,000 new millionaires were created. Did you hear me? 500,000 new millionaires in the United States were created in 2014. Isn't that crazy? 500,000. Now, think about this. It goes on to talk about there are 10.1 million, okay, I said that, 10.1 million millionaires in the United States. And all of us, we have been sort of challenged to think outside the box, to dream our dream. But most of us can't even imagine being a millionaire because we cannot visualize it. But 500,000 people became millionaires last year. Now think about that. We're pushing towards 50 million in 18 months. And Pastor Denise said the other day, she said, are you going to be part of that? She joked that she was going to have a good percentage of that 50 million. She just wanted us to know. Well, she has that vision. I believe that if you can see it, you can make it happen, okay? So there are millions of millionaires in the United States. Obviously, they believe that they could do it because you have to have that belief for it to happen. That is the first requirement. Nobody becomes a millionaire by accident. It just doesn't happen. You have to believe it's going to happen. So I challenge everybody, when we get off this call, go to this article, read up on millionaires in the United States, and start visualizing your life because, like I said, dreamers attract dreamers, and we need to attract more dreamers. The reason people don't do well are two reasons why people don't do well in network marketing. I know this, okay? The very first reason is they don't believe they can succeed. Because if they did believe they could succeed, they would. They would never quit, okay? Mel said one of the requirements of this business is you must never quit. I also say this is a marathon, okay? We are running a marathon. Sometimes you sprint, sometimes you're just barely breathing, but you got to keep going because you have a goal that you're working towards, which brings me to the second reason that people fail in network marketing. They don't set a goal. And if you don't set a goal and start working towards that goal, then 3 months into this business, you will start saying, I don't know, maybe I should do something else. No. You have to set that goal and you have to run to that goal, okay? And if you can't run to that goal, you need to walk to that goal. You need to crawl to that goal, but you must never quit. My feeling about goals is I don't even slow down because I know if I slow down, I'll have a harder time running. So I don't even slow down, and y'all know that about me. But you have to set that number. Everybody has a number in their mind of what they're working for. And as you just heard Pastor Dell say, he gave all of us a number yesterday. I love that. I'll tell you, I was so excited. I told him I would immediately make a vision for him, an image of what he said. And we made a little poster yesterday. It says, the rush to 3,000, okay? And the reason we did that is because we want everybody to print it off and put it on their wall or their dream board or whatever they're working with so they can see that we're working towards this goal. Now, Pastor, I'm going to slow down for a minute because I know people are still breathing hard about the 500,000 new millionaires. I'm going to slow down a little bit, but I personally wanted to know from you about the 30,600. I know you guys talked about it in your meeting last night, but we also wanted to hear about it. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, when you look at the numbers, we just took our basic compensation plan that pays out weekly and that pays out monthly. Okay, and we said, and I was when I had to get out of the hospital and I was just at home, doing nothing. I decided I was going to take off a couple months, and getting cabin fever. Got to do something. There's only so much reading and stuff that you can do. We don't have a TV, so we ain't having TV in 5 years, so you ain't watching TV or anything. And I started, finding out a little bit more about the compensation plan, the new before the enhancement, but the platinum program. And I started thinking, we need to really help people focus on something. And you mentioned it early on when you talked about, what financial, becoming financially independent, what it does. And it's freedom. You're absolutely right. It's freedom. The freedom to choose to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Most people don't have that freedom right now. They may make good money on their job. They may make six figures on their job. But you know what? They have to be at that job, 40, 50 hours a week. If you don't, you're not going to make the six figures. So, you may want to go do some other things, but you're contracted and bound to something else in order to earn money. But when you get to the places you're talking about with the financial independence, you get freedom. So I said we have to really get our teams to focus on something. Focus on something that will give them the freedom, the choices that they want and need, that this business gives us in 10. This company gives us a tool, a vehicle to get to that. So we begin to break down the compensation plan, not the enhancements, but just the basic compensation plan that we've always had. And we said, what will be meaningful for people? What will give people choices and the freedom they need to make the choices they want? And I went to the 3,000. I said, well, 3,000 points in our organization qualifies us for everything on the table. Now, we begin to break down with this 3,000 points. And again, all things being equal, you build your team and your legs, properly so that you can do your cycles and things. All things being equal, you have the opportunity now to earn $30,600. Now, let's break it down. You have a weekly cycle. Once you get to the place you have 3,000 people in your organization, okay, if 10% of those people sponsor 2 people a week. Now, 10% of, let's say you have 1,500 people in your organization, best case scenario, which equals 3,000 points. If 1,500 people, 10%, 150 people sponsor 2 people a week, all right? 150 people out of 1,500, that's doable, okay, because you got 1,500 people in your organization. You can get 150 people motivated to sponsor 2 people, or 20% of the people sponsoring 1, 300 people sponsoring 1. That will give you $15,000 per week in your cycle bonuses on your weekly cycle, okay? $15,000. Then you go over to what we have, our monthly bonuses. In our monthly bonuses, 3,000 points will get you about $8,300 per month on a monthly cycle, okay? When you go to our LCQ bonus, that's another $1,200 LCQ bonus. DCQ bonus, that's another, $600 for LCQ, $1,200 for DCQ bonus. Then you go into the Platinum Car Program with only 1,500 people in your 1,500 points in your organization. You go into the Platinum Program, that's another $3,000 per month, okay? And then you go into what we call the Platinum Lifestyle Bonus, where the company will pay for your house, or if your house is paid for, they'll pay for your vacations, anything you want to do, that money's coming every month. When you add all of these things up, you literally have the opportunity to earn $30,000 a month, okay? This is huge as you begin to calculate these things and apply them into your organization. So I just wanted to have everybody to focus on a goal. You are not to leave this company until you get 3,000 points in your organization. Enough money that you can begin to recycle and to begin to make choices for yourself. So that's what we've done. we've created a focus. We've created a campaign to say, let's get to 3,000. Let's get as many people as possible to the 3,000 goal, because $30,000 a month is enough money for you to make some choices that you wouldn't make today because you couldn't make as a result of what you're contracted to do. So that is our Rush to 3,000, basic outline. Now, when you think about the enhancements of the 2-1 cycle and the $150 and the $200 fast start bonuses, when you start thinking about that, that just adds to the amount of money that you can make, okay? We just chose not to add it in this because it's a little bit more tricky trying to figure out exactly how to do that based on the people. So that's what the Rush to 3,000 is, and we're really looking forward to, sharing more and more with everybody about that.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And, as soon as you said it, I thought the same thing. I said, wow, and I already imagined that you was resting and, all of a sudden you had the vision. That's what happens when you finally get what I call peace and you're sitting still for a minute, then your brain takes over and starts seeing things a different way. I'm really excited because I know that we tell people over and over to come up with their number, and we tell them that, we want them to give us something that they can work toward and we can help them to get to. But most people, I don't know why, but I guess they feel as though they already know in their head what they want. But if I'm going to tell you guys now, if you have not sat down and actually done the numbers, what he just explained, a lot of people never think about how many points will it take to get to what I want? How much volume will I be making at that point? And when you add up all these bonuses, what does that come to? You start to really, you have to plan. Every time you have a business, you have to plan. No matter what type of business it is, you have to have a business plan. And if you don't have a plan, then I hate to tell you this, you are actually working a hobby. A business requires a plan and a strategy. And I have always had a plan. I've always written it down. I have a goal, I have a number, I have a vision. And I challenge everybody in this family to have a goal, a number, and a vision. And we're going to help you with that by putting out this poster for the Rush to 3,000. Mel got on the call. He started talking about 50 million. See, he's already trying to get us to think together, to work together toward this goal. And everything that has happened, I've talked to the team that I work with here about this. Everything that has happened in the last few months is all working towards something that needs to happen, okay? And we've got to get everybody to start thinking about this together, because in order for us all to get to the same goal, we've got to work together. So some of the things that have come up lately, about the trim and there's not an auto ship and this and that, you guys have to look at it this way, okay? You were given a lot of gifts. You may not have noticed yet that promo for the $99 promo. That was a beautiful gift, because we're talking $148 for 2 boxes of trim and a new partner in the business. Think about that for a second, okay? If you paid $70 for a box of trim, you could have just as easily paid $75 to help your best friend who's trying to lose weight come into the business, okay? Because a half of 148, well, it's, around 70. So, hey, that's a great way to get your friend into the business and help them to lose weight. You get a new business partner. You get your own box of trim, because you're going to make them give you a box of trim, obviously. So, those types of things will help build the volume. You'll also get commissions. Your team will get theirs. These are gifts that Mel and Amy gave to us to help us get to that goal. The platinum upgrade. Oh my gosh, that was such a huge gift. I kept trying to explain it over and over to everybody. Pastor Joe, it's so funny because both of us are very analytical. So it's hard for us to get other people to see the visions in our heads sometimes. And Pastor Dale, right when we heard about the platinum upgrade, he had a conversation with me and some other people, and we were all just like really, we were really excited, but we didn't exactly know how to explain what we were excited about. But we knew that the platinum upgrade would push the volume, first of all, secondly, it would give everybody, 6 or 7 boxes of trim to start off their business. It was going to give them an opportunity to offer the dreamers out there something to come into the business to already make them realize what they're in. Because, reality is we are a very low-priced company. I mean, our biggest package only costs $350. So think about that. A lot of them came from companies where they had to pay $1,000 to come in. And then, of course, then there's these exotic cars way out in the distance that they could have won. But our company has always been, $350 was like the diamond, the precious package of our business. Now we have a precious metal package, the platinum. And people who want the big stuff can see us now. It will attract the dreamers. So we were excited. We wanted to tell everybody, but our teams were like, why are we doing this? I want you to understand that this was a gift to us. And not only that, they gave us a platinum upgrade where we wouldn't even have to add an auto ship. So really, you were buying 7 boxes of trim and you were paying for your auto ship for 7 months, basically. And so it was just beautiful, and it's still beautiful. 6 boxes is still an awesome deal. So I just wanted to say this, and that is you've got to start thinking in terms of what you need to accomplish, your team needs to accomplish, and what we all need to accomplish together. And the money, of course, will come as we work together, but we still have to know what we're working towards. And you've got to go to, if you need a copy of that poster, there's one out on Facebook on the Tenacious Generation page. I'll be glad to send anybody one. If you send me a email at VickiSoto@gmail.com, and I'll send you a copy of it. But we need to start working toward that goal. And thank you, Pastor Dale, so much for saying that yesterday. It really made me realize that, it was time for us to start helping each other to set goals. I don't know, have we ever had anything in place to set goals for the team?
Yeah, and I think that's what's important is that, we've had individual goals. Well, I want to get the executive or something like that. But what is the goal to get the team to something, and I think as we begin to work as a team, that's going to be very, very important. I like what you talked about, with the trim product and those things coming in down the pipe here, that has already begun shipping, that we have something that, as you said, is for dreamers. And Mel, from my understanding, said that in Las Vegas, this is for dreamers. And we had a gentleman in a guest last night, and when we started talking about this other deal, he said, wait a minute, so I got to do this, and I got to do this. And Paul jumped in and said, my brother, he said, this is just for the dreamers. You don't have to do that. He said, but this is for the dreamers. These are the ones who want to take it to the next level and want to do it quicker, okay? And what I say is that, Maureen, she met this gentleman last week, and, somewhere, and she didn't know him, and she invited him to a meeting. And guy came to the meeting, saw everything, and he joined as a platinum.
Wow.
He said, you know what, I see this, and joined the platinum. Those are the kind of people, the caliber people that are going to see, what the platinum benefit is. And they're going to understand why it's so important to build a business really, really fast. So, we want to focus on the people who dream, who can dream big, who can see the opportunity as it's presented, and who can pull the trigger on it and make it happen for themselves. These are dreamers. It's nothing wrong with staying where you are as a diamond and building your business. You don't have to do the platinum. We're just simply saying, if you want to do it faster, if you want to earn quicker, then you definitely want to upgrade and get to the platinum status. Let me just say this as we close for the Rush to 3,000. Like I said, the best case scenario, if you got everybody's on the diamond program, that's 1,500 people in your organization. All right, and we're talking about $30,000 a month. 1,500 people in your organization. And Vicki, you know, just like I know, we've been a part of other companies. And to make in some of these companies, to make $30,000 a month, you got to have thousands of people in your organization. You know, you got to have 5, 10, 15, 20,000 people in your organization to make this kind of money. Think about what we have in our hand with our compensation plan. You know, 1,500 people. And less than that, if you have, you know, people on the diamond package and customers that are automatically on auto ship getting their product out, it's less than 1,500 people. And to be able to make that kind of money in our system just lets you know how far advanced our compensation plan is compared to a lot of the ones out there that require so much more people in your organization to make, you know, a fraction of what Mel and Amy has put in this compensation plan. So I want you to really just do a comparison here. You know, you're really getting something great at 1,500 people and $30,000 a month versus having to build an organization of 15, 20, 25,000 people to do it. So put it in perspective, put it in the light that it's in so that you can see it and understand it. Well, hey, listen, let's go out to the UK. We're going all the way over across the big pond to the UK and see if Dr. Anita Poole is on with our quotes today.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me okay, Dale?
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing?
I am doing great. What a great call. Vicki, Dale, you know, those points that you've made, absolutely fantastic. Actually, I saw this program about how to be a billionaire, how to be a millionaire. And you might think, what the heck is she watching something like that, how to be a billionaire? But, you know, it's so incredibly inspiring watching people who have done it. And, you know, the one common thing about all of them is they were focused. Just like Vicki said, they had huge belief in what they were doing. They were very determined, extremely perseverant, extremely positive, confident, and passionate. And that's how they did it. They also dreamt big. I mean, do you know, right now, there are people working on mining the moon. You know, Navin Jain, in fact, a billionaire in the USA. And yet, the USA actually has the most number of millionaires and billionaires in the world. Now, Asia is creeping up on that. UK and Europe do also have a lot. Africa is increasing in that. Australasia is increasing in that. So USA, you know, hang on. You got a lot of contenders catching up. However, it is still the most number of millionaires and billionaires. So all of the world looks to the USA, how it's done. And in fact, this program focused very much on how people made their millions and billions in the USA. And the big thing about them is they did dream completely big. And when they had those dreams, some people thought they're never going to do it. Just like right now, Navin Jain, he has all the money you could ever dream of, but he's working right now on a project to mine the moon because he knows whatever he spends on that, the value of the minerals on the moon is so great, it will justify the millions that he's spending on it. Right now, Richard Branson is working on taking people to the moon. In fact, you know, some of the in fact, they're not scientists. They're actually celebrities. You know, they're people who have done acting, who've done dancing. They're actually getting fit right now to travel into space, basically. So, you know, whatever it takes, these people do it. Right now, in fact, there's something called the 2045 Avatar Project, where people are actually working on combining chip technology, the human physiology, holograms, combining into an avatar project to actually make a human being combined with chip technology and with holograms. Now, all of that may seem science fiction, But do you know, the science is there right now separately to do all of that. It's just that it needs someone to put it all together. Just like right now, there's science to take people to the moon. It needs somebody to put it all together. And that's what these people like Navin Jain and Richard Branson are doing. Now, you may wonder, why is Anita mentioning that? You know, I'm putting it out there just how big these people dream. What seems impossible right now, they're actually working on it. And in fact, they say, you know how their mind ticks? It's not, it seems impossible right now. Their mind ticks this way. They say, anything is possible. It's just, how am I going to do it? How am I going to make the plan and then carry out that plan and get the job done? And that's what they do. So, you know, Mel and Amy have dreamt big. They've already put it out there. 50 million, that one product, Trim by 10, can do. And we've got 5 other products, plus we're going to have more. All of them are revolutionary. All of them are visionary. All of them are unique. Nobody else still has all the ingredients that we have in the delivery form we have, all of the products that we have, combined with the pay plan that we have, and a debt-free company that is truly visionary, committed owners, and bringing out more. And in fact, more and more and more divisions. You know, we're always going to have unique products. So this is absolutely incredible what we have. It is about, Mel and Amy have dreamt big, but they've done it already. They've produced what they want to deliver, and what we need to be able to deliver, we have to dream big to get the volume coming in that this company warrants. And so, you know, that's why Dale is putting it out there, the 3,000 rush. That's why Vicki has told you exactly what it needs to get the job done, basically. And it's absolutely fantastic. But, you know, Vicki and Dale mentioned something really important. You know, they mentioned, you know, some people may think, you know, well, you know, it's quite a few products to know about, you know, it's quite a bit to share. Well, keep it simple, folks. You don't need to learn everything about the products. You don't need to learn everything about the opportunity. There are enough leaders here right now who know about it all. All you need to do is share the concepts, and the concepts are all on the websites. If you keep it that simple, use the company websites, show people. In fact, you can even do a presentation using the company website. It's got everything on it. Keep it that simple. It's got the videos on it as well. TeamEffortNetwork.biz and the thwsolution.com has everything you need. Obviously, if you've done other things and worked on other things as well, that's absolutely fantastic. But even if you haven't, those 2 websites have everything. Share those websites, then put them in touch with a leader on a 3-way call or a conference call, or get them plugged into these lifestyle calls, or, you know, get them onto Mr. T's calls, Donald Joseph's calls. There's enough on the calendar to get them plugged in. And let others do the work for you. Let the sites do the work. Let the leaders do the work for you, so you don't have to learn anything. All you need to do is know one thing. Find 2 people, one on one side, one on the other. Help those 2 find their 2. It's that simple. Just doing that and keep doing that, keep teaching that, and you will get to the rush to the 3,000. So how do you get those 3,000 points? Find 2, help those find 2, help those find 2, help those find 2. Just keep doing that. So James Corbett said, to become a champion, fight one more round. So keep doing the rounds. Keep sharing. Keep in that ring. Keep doing the rounds. Robert Coben said, we have enough people who tell it like it is. Now we could use a few who tell it like it can be. And that's what Dale and Denise did yesterday. That's what Dale and Vicki have done today. They're telling it to you like it can be. The rush for 3,000, it can happen. The 50 million, I am sure, is going to happen. It's just like Denise says, How much of that 50 million do you want in your team? It's that big, folks. So go out there, dream big, set your sights high, and go get it. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "It is one of the most beautiful compensations of life that no man can sincerely try to help another without helping himself." And the reverse of that is you can't help yourself without helping another. So go out there, help people, deliver this income opportunity into their hands, deliver these products into their hands, and you will be helping them, and you'll be helping yourself, and you'll be helping the company to get to that 50 million. Let's go for it. Rush for 3,000. Back to you, Dale and Vicky.
Wow. Can you guys hear me? That is amazing. Anita, you are amazing.
And you too. Call CallVickiSoto. Double 1 star, VickiSoto.
What you just said was exactly what I have it in my notes. Something, you were talking about the website. I say this all the time. What an awesome website. We have slides on our website. We can, and here's what's really a killer. You guys, if you haven't been to your website lately, we have 5 options, okay? 5 options. How many companies have 5 options for somebody who comes in to enroll in their company? I mean, I tell people, you know how people come up to you and they talk to you and everything, and they find out you have this business, and then they'll say, well, how much does it cost? You know what I say? When somebody says to me, how much does it cost, before I've even shown them anything, I tell them, well, our company is awesome. We have 5 options. I'll be glad to show you the options. Do you have 5 minutes today or tomorrow? We will go over them, because it only takes a few minutes to take somebody to your website and show them what those options are. But besides that, y'all, I got to say, people have been knocked down in our industry. There's a lot of companies that have been going under and this and that because, that's one of the things about network marketing. Some companies don't make it past the first year, but we have a company that is a safe home for those people. We need to start talking to those people and telling them, this is the company that is going to be your last company. You don't have to keep moving from company to company to company. You need to come here, make your home, build your business, get to your goals. And I can't stress that enough, because I have run into several people that have come into my organization just recently that have been smacked around in our industry, and now they are here, and I'm so happy and excited for them. I mean, we have one new guy from Australia who he had some trouble before, but now he is with us, and I'm having an international broadcast tonight at 9 p.m. online. Just had to throw that.
Oh, fantastic, Vicky!
If you go to 10overview.com at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, we are having the first international Australian broadcast tonight. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you, Bill, for letting me on the call. And Anita, wow, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
By the way, Vicky, do you know Louisville, your home is the home of fast food Kentucky Fried. And look at the opposite of that. Vicky and her team is going to take Louisville, Dayton, and Ohio, and many states to the home of natural supplementation, reversing what fast foods have done and giving them income as well. So, Vicky, whoa, you are big.
Well, I guess, guys, you probably wondering, why in the world is she doing an international call at 9 o'clock? Well, they're on the other side of the world. It's morning for them. So,
Friday night and Saturday morning.
For them, exactly. So give them that website and time again, Vicky.
Yes, Friday night is Saturday morning in Sydney, Australia. Yes, the website is www.10overview.com. And if you've never been on the My Video Talk broadcasting before, it's all you have to do is click on the join the broadcast bar and sign in to the guest login with your name, and that'll let you into the live broadcast. It's pretty amazing and fun, and I can't wait to see you guys tonight.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this call up on Friday, and looking forward to coming back on Monday with our coach, Nikisha Bond. We're really excited about what's taking place and what's happening. Let me give you a couple of updates. If you're in the Maryland market, in our side of the world, don't forget tomorrow is our team bowling and prospecting day in Crofton at the Crofton Bowling Alley there on Route 3. So you definitely want to get with that. Get with your team, your upline, and your partners. Get as many people out as possible. We're going to have some fun. Many people are going to bowl. Many people are not going to bowl, but it's going to be a blast anyway, okay? Don't forget tomorrow. Get with your team. I believe it's at 3 o'clock. I'm not sure, but get with your team and your partners. I believe it's 3 o'clock. Also, we are moving. We're growing. We're growing here in the Maryland market. We will no longer be meeting in Pastor Denise's home on Thursday starting this Thursday. We are moving our Thursday meeting to the Country Club at Woodmore. And let me tell you, if you've not been to the Country Club at Woodmore, you have missed a treat. This is a beautiful, beautiful place. And we have signed a contract to go for the rest of the year. So it's the Country Club at Woodmore. It's at 12320 Pleasant Prospect Road in Mitchellville, Maryland, 20721. You'll get email updates, and your leaders, your team leaders, will be giving you emails and text messages for this address. This Thursday at 7 o'clock, we will not be at Pastor Denise's house, and moving forward, we will not be at Pastor Denise's house on Thursday. We will be at the Country Club at Woodmore. Really excited about what we're doing. Great things happening here in the Maryland market. Go out, have a great day. This is going to be an exciting time for you and your business. And we say, let's go make it happen. As Pastor Denise says, you're loved and appreciated. Now get off this phone and go tell somebody. Thank you so much. This call is officially over.